Picture this scenario. You are in a packed room, maybe a corporate boardroom, a family gathering, or a casual weekend dinner. Without warning, someone fires a harsh, deeply personal insult right at you. Every head turns in your direction. The air gets sucked out of your lungs, your heart pounds against your chest, and a flush of heat travels up your neck. In a fraction of a second, a social predator has attempted to publicly assassinate your character. Public humiliation is arguably the most destructive tool in the dark psychology playbook. It is calculated to shatter your confidence, ruin your social capital, and assert absolute dominance over you, right in front of your peers. Most people fall right into the trap. They either detonate into defensive rage, which makes them look unhinged and guilty, or they collapse into submission, staring at the floor, which signals total defeat. But what if you could flip the script? What if you could leverage their own public strike to make them appear petty, malicious, and entirely desperate, while you remain completely untouchable? Today, we are decoding the behavioral matrix of public defense. When your social status is attacked, your ancient survival instincts flood your system with adrenaline. You want to fight or run. This makes you emotional and predictable. To neutralize a public attack, your first move is purely biological. You must short-circuit this panic sequence, using the 2-second power pause. The exact millisecond the insult lands, do not speak, do not gasp, do not look away. Lock your face into a cold, clinical, expressionless mask. Look dead into your attacker's eyes and count to 2 in your head. 1, 2. This suffocating silence generates massive social pressure. By refusing to scramble for a defense, you break their entire script. The awkwardness of the insult instantly rebounds off of you and lands heavily on the attacker. The audience, expecting a reaction, is now staring at them, wondering why they just made things so incredibly uncomfortable. Once you have established the power pause, you deploy your verbal shield. The strategy you choose depends entirely on their angle of attack. If they disguise their insult as a joke, use analytical deconstruction. Look at them with mild, polite confusion and say calmly, "I don't get it. Can you explain why that is funny?" Say it without a trace of sarcasm. A toxic joke relies completely on hidden malice. By forcing them to explain the punchline to the room, they are trapped. They must either confess they were trying to be cruel or awkwardly retreat. If they attempt public exposure by bringing up a past mistake, deploy extreme transparency. If they say, "Aren't you the one who ruined that account last year?" do not deny it. Do not look ashamed. Drain the attack of its power by agreeing with it completely. Look them in the eye and say, "Yes, I did. It was a massive learning curve that completely upgraded how I operate today." Why do you ask? You cannot blackmail someone who has nothing to hide. By ending with, "Why do you ask?" you force them to justify their toxic behavior to everyone watching. Finally, if a peer or authority figure uses a condescending tone to shrink you down, use the Toddler reflection. Do not argue the facts. Bypass their words and label their emotional state with calm, parental authority. Look at them and say, "You seem incredibly frustrated right now. Let's resume this when you have calmed down." This instantly frames them as a misbehaving child and elevates you as the centered adult in the room. Once your response is delivered, manage your exit. Smoothly redirect the conversation to the actual topic or simply walk away. Do not look back for validation. High-status individuals set their boundaries and move forward. A public attack is never about your value. It is a glaring broadcast of your attacker's profound insecurity. The next time someone tries to drag you down in front of an audience, execute the pause, deploy your shield, and let them drown in their own awkwardness. If you want to continue forging your psychological armor, hit that subscribe button to keep growing with SpeedLegend. Stay aware, stay sharp.